Hey everybody, Pastor David here. Hope you're having a great day today. As I record this, it's Saturday, May 16th. We gather together in our living rooms for worship again tomorrow, and really looking forward to that. I want to share with you just real briefly, just kind of an update on where we are on things, and also to request your help in us as a church making decisions about reopening. Our plan, as we have stated earlier, is to open up on June the 7th. That's a tentative plan for us right now. That's looking like what we're going to be heading towards. On May 18th, however, the governor is supposed to speak again and talk about what phase we're in, what phase is next, what restrictions are going to be lifted or put in place or whatever it may be. We believe he's listening to a medical community and other experts as well, trying to balance in the needs of the economy as well as the needs of people's health and safety. So we're going to be listening very closely to what the governor has to say, as well as we have been listening to the medical community to hear what the medical community has to say as well, not only locally but also in the Methodist hospital system down in Houston. They have been very gracious with their information, sharing with other Methodist pastors all around our annual conference. So May 18th, we're going to listen to what the governor has to say. May 19th, the Board of Stewards is going to get together that evening by Zoom, and we're going to evaluate that June 7th reopening date, and also look over what guidelines that we feel we need to put in place to be a safe environment, or as safe as we reasonably can for everyone who would like to return at that time. We're really looking forward to being together again. We're really looking forward to in-person worship. We realized at the beginning we're not going to be able to give the hugs and the handshakes that we like, but at least to be able to be in the same place and space to worship together. We miss you. You are loved. Your pastors miss you. Your church staff misses you. And I know you miss one another in the church family. So at the same time, though, we know that many of us have concerns. Many of us have health concerns about our own health, but also just in general concerns about COVID-19 and the spread and where we stand on those sort of things. So to help the Board of Stewards and myself as senior pastor to make informed decisions about this, we want to hear from you. What are your feelings? What are your thoughts? What are your opinions about reopening? What are your expectations? As far as guidelines go, as far as how can we best provide reasonable guidelines for getting back together. And so in light of that, we're going to be sending out a survey this afternoon. This is Saturday, as I said. We're going to be sending out a survey this afternoon asking for you to give your input, to tell us what you think. We've prepared a list of about 7 questions. Probably about 5 are the content. A couple of them are more just about who's answering the questions. They are confidential. Your name does not have to be on there, although we will ask about your age bracket, and we do ask that you answer all the questions. Now, these questions are for church members, but then also they're for our guests that come that have a connection to our church family who may not be members yet or may not be members currently, but are active attendees or inactive or semi-active attendees and whatnot. So we want to hear from everybody. This isn't to go mail to your aunt in Hoboken, New Jersey or anywhere else, but this is for our church family. So if you'll keep it within the family, that's why I'm not putting it out on Facebook. I'm putting it out in your email box. So if you're a part of the church family, please fill that out. So what we want to do with this is to gather as much information as we can about how you're feeling about things, about what you plan on doing when you come back to in-person worship, when you plan on doing that, and then also what are your expectations of the church. Now, we realize we're not probably going to meet everybody's every single expectation. It doesn't take long to have conversations with people to realize that people are all over the board with this. There are those that have no concerns whatsoever right now, and they're just, let's just open everything back up. And then we have folks that have real heavy concerns on their heart about opening up and are. So, and we got people everywhere in between. So, what we're going to do is listen and see what's best and reasonable for us to do in opening up again. But we will clearly have some sort of guidelines in place, and the survey will kind of get you along the lines of let you know some of the things that we're thinking about right now, and we want to hear from you about. So, we realize that not everybody's going to be comfortable, even if we have guidelines in place. We realize that even if we do have guidelines in place, there are some people who might go above and beyond those guidelines in the worship experiences when they come back together. For example, if we don't require masks, but we just simply encourage masks, that means not everybody's going to wear masks. And we don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable if they feel so led to wear masks. So we're not about shaming people. We're going to love each other. We're going to respect each other's decisions about their own personal safety. If somebody feels like they need to wear gloves when they come to worship, by all means, do what you feel like you need to do when you come in to worship. But we do ask out of respect for one another that you do respect the guidelines that are put in place, and so that everybody feels as comfortable as they can when returning to worship. And if you're not comfortable, even with the guidelines that we put in place, if you're not comfortable, we will know that we will continue to provide you high quality online worship, so you can participate with the church family that way until the time as you are comfortable to join us together in person in worship. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope this has given you some information about what's coming up. I pray and ask that you would look in your email box today and get a load of, or take that survey and give us some information about what your opinions, thoughts, feelings are about returning to in-person worship. Listen, we love you guys. We miss you. We pray and hope the best for you. If you have prayer concerns, don't hesitate to let us know. And be praying for us as church leadership, as pastors, as staff, as we seek to be not only prayerful and informed about these sort of things, but just in general for us. It's been a challenge for your staff, been a challenge for your pastors. We need your prayers as well. But pray for decision making, pray for your pastors, pray for your staff, pray for one another. We know a lot of people are isolated and lonely. They're looking forward to seeing people again. So we want to go forward with wisdom, prayerfully seeking the Lord, seeking His wisdom, gaining information, gaining insights from every different which way, so that we can make the best, reasonable, informed decisions about moving forward. So, listen, I've talked long enough. Y'all take care. God bless.